Are you recording? Is anybody recording?
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. So let's start with the suggested questions to practice before the exam. And one thing I'd like to highlight that it doesn't guarantee that questions in the final will be common from here. These are just a set of questions which are important and you can practice before the final exam. The questions here are fairly simplified. For example, what is optimization? What are the different properties of a state space landscape? You know that. In our university, questions are never this straightforward, and there will be no exception in the final. Questions will require your critical thinking. However, the questions have been listed here. The actual question revolves around this concept. For example, let's focus on how to evaluate the performance of a classifier. Can anybody tell me what is the answer in one word?
Confusion matrix.
Okay, very good. Confusion matrix. Now, in the final exam, the question can be explain how confusion matrices are used to evaluate a performance of a machine learning model. Or a confusion matrix can be given in the question, and you have to find out which class is performing the best. Or there could be a scenario from where you have to understand how to create the confusion matrix. So question will revolve around confusion matrix or the evaluation process of a classifier. So this is the base. On top of the base, you have to build the structure of your response. Let's take another example.
So, is this like hard quiz?
Yes, it will be similar to quiz. Again, let's have a look at this question. How to evaluate the performance of a regression model? In 3 words, what's the answer?
RS or performance?
Yes, you got it. You're close. Mean squared error, root mean squared.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you got it. So now it can be the mathematical derivation of this evaluation matrix. We learned that in a class, or it can be just pure explanation that what are these, or it can be a scenario based question where there will be a story that some machine learning researcher is working with a regression model. Now suggest him how he should evaluate the performance of model. Got it?
Yes, sir.
If you know the answer to these questions, then you will be able to organize your answers. Now you can copy this question and paste it in ChatGPT or look up the answer in the Google. It will generate different may generate different answers than what we are looking for. Students who attended the class, they know what are the proper answer to these questions. If you missed classes, please communicate with the students who attended all of the classes to understand how should you organize your answers. All right, so that's our suggested question part. Now the next part is the assignment. In the beginning of the semester, I promised you that you have gone through a lot in the semester, so I will try my best to make things as simple as possible. To keep my promise, I merged final exam preparation, assignment, and presentation together. It's not two at one stone, it's three at one stone. So in the assignment is write down the answer to these questions. That's it. There are 15 questions. You will write down the answer to these questions. That's your assignment. You will scan your answer, convert it into a single PDF, rename it as name ID batch section, and turn it into BLC by 31 December 2024. That means 2 weeks from now. You have 14 days, around half of a month. Presentation, same thing. In the assignment, you will have written your answers in the presentation, you will explain your answers with PowerPoint slide. Record the explanation, upload the slide and the video in the Google Drive, and submit the link in BLC. Make sure anybody can access the link because I have to evaluate your performance. Is the presentation and assignment clear?
Yes, sir.
So
All
we
right.
have, do we have to explain all the 15 questions in the presentation? It will take too much time.
It looks like a lot, but actually, let's have a look at there. What is ANN? Describe different part of ANN. How to calculate the weighted sum. It should be actually weighted sum. Weighted sum in ANN. And how do we express ANN using the concept of matrix? You see, all of these questions actually refer to a single figure, one or two figures. So it looks like a lot, but actually it's not. When you will start recording your session, then you will understand actually it's not that many. Okay, don't be worried about it. Okay, and finally, we're moving on to the lab report. The lab report structure is let's start with this very high. The purpose of the experiment, why you are conducting this experiment. For example, if we talk about the search algorithm, the title is Maze Solving Using Search Algorithm. The purpose is to apply BFS and DFS to solve the maze problem autonomously. An implementation method. There is the chance to be creative. You can use flowchart, you can use figures, or you can explain it simple with simple text. So it's completely up to you. Share the code, the output, and field of application. This is where again you have the chance to be creative, where this particular solution can be applied. Finally, conclude. So get rid of the confusion that how your lab report will be evaluated. Let's have a look at the marks distribution. If you can come up with top quality lab report, for example, let's take the example of, let's take Mr. Fahim Fardin as an example. Say Fahim Fardin created a pseudocode and flowchart implementation method. He used some creative idea of applying the developed solution to real world problems. In that case, I will consider that it's a top quality answer if everything is done correctly. You will not give enough time. Instead of drawing in a figure, instead of thinking critically, you will just write down the answer with verbal explanation and you will use some basic field of application. In that case, I will consider, okay, it's good quality. And I believe that, and I know that most of you will just copy paste what we already have. In that case, I will consider your response as average quality. Is it clear?
Yes.
All right. Now you will please give me 30 seconds. I'm going to share this particular document in your WhatsApp group. Within 30 seconds to 45 seconds, you will get an update.
Sir, I have a question.
We will go to the question and answer session. Please save the question. I'm coming there within 45 seconds. This document has been shared. Now it is the question and answer session.
Sir, is it mandatory to show our faces in the presentation video, or we can just
No,
do a
no, it's
screen
not
recording?
mandatory. It's not mandatory. As long as you can explain, that's fine.
Sir, also, what's the deadline for the presentation?
It's 31 December 2024. That means the end of this year.
স্যার একদিন কি বাড়াই দেওয়া যায় না?
So you want one more year, 2025?
স্যার 31st ডিসেম্বরে তো আসলে আমাদের একটা এক্সাম শেষ, তো ওই দিন তো সবারই একটু মানে
Okay, let's say it in this way. This is nothing but the preparation for your final. So all of the things should be done together. And you are getting 14 days time. It shouldn't take more than 2 days. So half of a month is more than enough. Deadline will be 31st December. You said you have questions. Now you're coming up with requests. Please, this is the question and answer session, not
Sir.
request and response session.
স্যার অ্যাক্টিভেশন ফাংশন থেকে কি পড়বো? আমাদের 37D তে স্যার এটা পড়ানো হয়নি আর কি, যদি
The
একটু
slides have
ওভারভিউ
been
দিয়ে দিতেন।
uploaded. The slides have been uploaded on the BLC. Just have a look at it. What are the activation function and where it is applied. Nothing more than that.
ওকে
Okay,
স্যার।
the slides are enough.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম স্যার। স্যার আমার হচ্ছে দুইটা কুইজ স্যার মিস করছিল, তো একটা কুইজ স্যার কভার হয়েছে এক্সট্রা কুইজের জন্য স্যার ওটা নিয়েছিলেন। স্যার আরেকটা কুইজ স্যার এখন স্যার মিস। আমার স্যার আপনাকে মেল করেছিলাম আমি, কিছু ক্লাস এবং হচ্ছে স্যার দুইটা কুইজ মিস হয়েছিল পারিবারিক কিছু সমস্যার কারণে। আমি কিছুদিন আগে স্যার আপনাকে মেল করছিলাম।
Okay, about additional quiz, we can't do anything at this moment. You can see our semester is over. We don't have time. So you could cover up one quiz. You have to go with that. Next question, please.
স্যার নিউরাল নেটওয়ার্কের টপিকের উপর আপনার কি কোনো ক্লাস রেকর্ড বা ভিডিও আছে যেটা শেয়ার করা যাবে?
I have some advanced topics, but those are not related to your course. For neural network related, that's enough. And if you miss the classes, the best way is to discuss with the students who attended the class. They can help you to take preparing for the final.
ওকে স্যার।
I think the question is being repeated. Is there any other questions?
স্যার আমরা ওয়েট কিভাবে ক্যালকুলেশন করব? এটার কোনো ইকুয়েশন আছে নাকি জাস্ট আমরা ডায়াগ্রামটা ড্র করে দিব?
Calculating the weight and calculating the weighted sum are two different things. There is a formula to calculate the weighted sum, and specifying the weight is determined by many different weight initialization approach. We have covered it, and you will find it on the slide that is already uploaded on BLC.
ওকে স্যার।
স্যার আমাদের অ্যাসাইনমেন্টের জন্য কি এটা কি হ্যান্ড রিটেন কপি হতে হবে?
Yes, it is handwritten. Lab report can be computer typed, but assignment must be handwritten.
স্যার কোনো হার্ড কপি কি জমা দিতে হবে?
No, you don't have to submit any hard copy.
ওকে স্যার।
Next question, please.
Sir, most of the questions here seem to be definition based. Will there be any scenario based question or all of
In the
them are
final exam, there will be scenario-based question as per the Bloom's taxonomy level. And the question included here, these are at the base form without any complexity or complication. So if you practice on the base form and you combine the concept you grasp in the classroom, that would be enough to get a good score in the final exam.
Okay, sir.
All right, I guess that there is no more question left. Okay, so I hope that you will take good preparation.
স্যার
Yes, Mr. Joy
স্যার
Gopal
আমি
Roy.
একটু স্যার আমার স্যার সরি স্যার আমি হচ্ছে অসুস্থ ছিলাম স্যার বেশ কিছুদিন ধরে। আমি রিসেন্ট হচ্ছে আমি টেস্ট করাই গত মানে মাসের প্রথমের দিকে, এই মাসের প্রথমের দিকে। তখন স্যার ডেঙ্গু ধরা পড়ে এবং স্যার টনসিলের জন্য আমি বাসায় ছিলাম স্যার কিছু। তার আগের প্রায় স্যার 20 দিন মতো আমি কোনো ক্লাস করতে পারিনি। ইভেন কোনো স্যারেরই ক্লাস, কোনো কোর্সেরই ক্লাস করতে পারি নাই। ইভেন প্রেজেন্টেশন, অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট, ইভেন আপনার ল্যাবটাও স্যার দিতে পারি নাই। আমি আপনাকে মেল ছিলাম স্যার পরশুদিন উইথ মাই lab reports and doctor prescription.
All right.
So sir, আমি কিভাবে স্যার আপনার ল্যাব যেটা স্যার নিছিলেন আর কি, যেটা 5 তারিখে, গত 5 তারিখে গেছিল স্যার, ওই সময় তো বাসায় ছিলাম। এখন
I allowed the students to attend the lab with other sections as well. So what were you doing? The lab throughout the weeks, the entire week. That means you had 4 chances. How come you missed all of them?
স্যার আমি ওই সময় স্যার বাসায় ছিলাম, বাসায় চলে যেতে হয়েছিল স্যার আমাকে, আমার মানে শরীর খারাপের জন্য।
Okay, in this case, we didn't have the scope to carry the question at your home. So what do you want me to do now?
স্যার I don't know.
I don't know either. So I don't have any answer to this question, as you don't have any answer to this question. Okay, any question from
স্যার
the final exam preparation?
এখান থেকে কি কোনো সুডো কোড আসবে? এটা
Ask
আপনার
the
নোটে
question again.
কয়েকটা
I didn't
কোড
get you.
ছিল। ANN and CNN এর থেকে কি সুডো কোড আসার চান্স আছে কোনো?
No, there will be no pseudocode from here.
ওকে স্যার।
Any other new question?
স্যার আর্টিফিশিয়াল নিউরাল নেটওয়ার্কের পার্টটা যেটা, ওইটা থেকে স্যার আমাদেরকে ডায়াগ্রাম ড্র করবে, এবার কিরকম কোশ্চেন যেতে পারে একটু যদি স্যার বলতেন।
The question will be like questions, as I always say. Based on the question, you may need to draw diagrams. It depends on the question. Okay. And what type of question will be there, I cannot disclose that. All I can say that there will be question from ANN because it is in our syllabus. If you practice on the suggested questions, you may have some common. And this is the standard practice to include the diagram when you discuss about ANN related question. So after seeing the question, you have to use your creativity and your knowledge to respond to the questions properly. Next question, please.
স্যার তাহলে আমরা সব সিনারিও বেসড কোশ্চেন হিসেবে প্র্যাকটিস করব?
I never said that. There could be scenario. What type of question will be there? I'm never going to disclose that. But if you practice, that may be helpful.
ওকে স্যার।
Sir,
All right.
question.
Yes, don't ask me what is the question in the final, okay?
Okay, sir.
Yes.
স্যার আমরা যখন পরীক্ষার ক্ষেত্রে আমরা যেরকম কুইজ হচ্ছে স্যার ক্রিয়েটিভ, যেরকম আপনি হচ্ছে একটা কোশ্চেন দিয়েছেন যে আপনি কি পড়াইছেন, এখন আমাদের কোশ্চেন তো এক একজনে এক এক রকম, স্যার সেম টাইপ মানে হচ্ছে এই টাইপ কি এরকম হইতে পারে আমাদের কোশ্চেন গুলা যে
No.
ক্রিয়েটিভ?
No, in the final, the question will never be what you have learned so far. It will not be like that. In the final, definitely, question will ask to use your creativity and critical thinking. However, it is within a particular context.
Okay, sir.
And the question you attended in the makeup quiz for the students who missed other quizzes, it was that what you have learned from this course or something like that. And I'm pretty sure that they didn't attend any class. That means they didn't learn anything. So whatever they write there, most of them will be copied from somewhere else. That's why the question was there. And I'm pretty sure that it will get caught in Turnitin. All right. Is there any other question?
Sir, I have a request. Sir, could you please share the final exam question from the previous semester?
Of course I can. And at the same time, I can assure you that my question never repeats and there is no pattern. So you can take idea from the previous semester's question, but don't try to discover a pattern, it will be danger. You will be in danger if you do that. I'll share the question. Don't
So
worry.
we won't memorize. We'll just practice that.
Sure, no problem.
Okay, sir.
All right, so that's all for today. I'm going to call it a day and practice properly, maintain the deadline. I hope that everything will go smoothly during the exam.
Sir, you didn't show us the midterm script.